Hello everybody, this is a grumpy old guy gaming, and just to remind you how far we've come as a gaming society, I'm once again playing Final Fantasy Tactics, downloaded on a PS3 here, and I was just fiddling with the video settings here. I've got it plugged in through the HDMI port through a Genki Shadowcast. That's how I'm capturing this footage for you. Nifty little tool because it's nice and simple and even I could use it. But I was fiddling with the video settings and I went ahead and switched to 1080p mode in the settings and had noticeable desyncing between what I was doing and what I was hearing. So it was lagging just navigating a menu in 1080p on a PS3. The world's not perfect, I'm just saying we're at least making progress with the games. So Protag is still a level 22 knight, we are still in the Sweegie Woods, and it is still June 5th. Good news as we're nearing the end of August in the real world. Last time out we introduced two new dot hackers. Gave ourselves Mimiru, who's already a knight, and Alcade, who's a squire on her way to ninjadom. Tsukasa's still here, Kites and Archer gonna be moving to some other classes. I'm thinking Lancer, maybe some ninja as well, because dual-wielding crossbows sound fun. Mistral as a priest, back as a priest, was a wizard there for a while for the magic attack up, and now she could do holy and holy damage. And Sanjuro, the core of our endless mana battery, and a downright decent swordsman in his own right. Let's go ahead, let's do one random battle, and then I think we're going to do a story battle just to sort of progress things and see what fun new shiny objects we can get from ye old shops. Nothing. Wow, we've gone through the Mandalia Plains twice, we've hit the Zeklaus Desert. Third try for the Mandalia Plains, and we finally get stuffs. As we know, this is going to give us a bunch of baseline goblins, as well as potentially Chocobo and Panthers. Red Panthers. That's the word I was looking for. Gonna skip Protag because he is not needed at this particular juncture. Got Tsukasa, got Kite, got Mistral, got Sanjuro, Alcade, and Mimiru. Let's do it to it. Let's get Alcade and Mimiru out front. Tsukasa. I'll maybe switch this. Maybe put Mimiru over here for the hit points protecting the flank. Move Tsukasa to here, because if I'm right, putting Mistral there should allow Sanjuro to pull the old mana battery out. Also sort of keeps him concealed, so that if an enemy gets a little reckless, goes after Alcade, Sanjuro could just sweep around the other side, do all sorts of sword slashing samurai goodness. Albeit without a katana because we haven't found one yet. We haven't even posted on the BBS for Kite to find one yet. Of course, I suppose he could just, nudge him on the elbow since they're in the same party. Rainy evening here in the Mandalia Plains, and one with a goblin and a chocobo, and I didn't see what was in the other corners. Oh, another chocobo and goblin. So a pair of each of those. Got Tennis, the first one, and what is that, Kikurs? Kyrix. There it is. I was gonna get the word right eventually. Shaking my head on that one. Okay, what do we want to start with here? I think we want to start with Protect. 1H, 1H. Okay, we'll want to move Tsukasa down to here. But we've got the general gist of things. So we could get a decent Protect chance on Mistral and Sanjuro. Get a pretty good Protect chance on Tsukasa and Alcade. and a pretty awful chance on Mimiru. I think Tsukasa and Alcade with a 100% and a 95%, probably the best way to go. Go ahead, start things off there. That means Tsukasa is going to have to stay in place on his opening turn. But he can just wait. That can happen. Or he could just cast Moogle, because we're going to turn right back around and plunk him with a little bit of the old... Ooh, a critical hit by Alcade. Gets that job level up, though. Mimiru, gonna move over here since that flank no longer needs protected. Let's have her attack Mistral. Gilgame Heart! I forgot about Gilgame Heart. We get 30 gold for, you know, kind of being dinks and attacking ourselves. Go ahead and quick charge a Moogle. You know what? Let's go ahead and move Tsukasa. I know I said we weren't going to, but it makes more sense since Sanjuro's up next anyway. He will, however, wait, otherwise the move will... Well, I don't know if it's going to heal all that much, honestly. You know what? Let's try it. As the kids say, YOLO. Chakra. Yeah, didn't quite heal enough for full heals, which means we'll still get job points and experience off the Moogle cast. Does give all of the mana back, though. Fortunately, no status effects conferred there. There's our heal. And our quality experience and 21 job points for Tsukasa. Now Alcade, the only one getting protected. Thank goodness that was a guaranteed shot. Chocobo lining up to get in even. Let's go ahead and do that again. Let's protect one more time. But now out here where you get a 95. No, let's go for that. We'll leave Mimiru to her own devices because we've got a pretty decent shot at Tsukasa and I think a guarantee on Mistral. And even the 79% on Sanjuro isn't terrible. Let's see if it hits. Mistral, guaranteed. Tsukasa hits. And 3 for 3 we get Sanjuro as well. That's the kind of job points we're looking for, and the 10 experience, a nice little icing on the cake thing. Technical term, thing. Let's move over. Have Alcade start dinking on poor Sanjuro. There's 8 damage, because he is a heavily armored lad. Chakra, get the old battery churning. Actually rather like this formation. Having Kite there for the guaranteed range damage is great, but this in general is a fantastic alignment. Oh, 18 damage. And slid poor Mistral over an entire square. Time to summon us a Moogle again. Throw the Moogs right down in the middle of the party. And instant Mogri going. Kupo, round and round you go. Moogle. Once again, all the hit points in the world to be spread around the party, and Tsukasa is a happy lad getting 21 more job points. Poor Mistral's getting beat up as the Chocobo comes in, decides to take a shot. That's 9 damage, and therefore 9 more gil to us. Gilgame Heart paying dividends today. Here comes the other Chocobo, and it's going to go right in the center of our party. So we know we gotta take that thing out pretty fast, and it's dealing 40 damage to Mimiru. Now Mistral's up. Let's have her act. Let's have her act somewhat aggressively. We'll throw us a bolt down. I'll do 79 to that Chocobo. It'll do 38 to this one. Most importantly, if we put it there, it'll still hurt. Okay, maybe we're not gonna do that. Maybe we are going to... Maybe we're gonna use her for white magic. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. We get a pretty good charge time on Cure 2, which will get Mimiru back to full. We'll go with the old panel cast on that and move our happy backsides into the far corner so Mistral can receive some of that free healing too. Life's refreshing breeze, heal from the sky, Cure 2. She says cure from the sky and the graphics come up from the ground. Little bit of a logistical disagreement there, slight discrepancy. We're not going to hold her to it. She's working hard. Goblins moving in, trying to remember a time where they were the fast ones. Now it's time for Sandro. The battery has been fractured, which means there is nothing to do here but attack. Get 36 quality damage on this Chocobo, and we shall do so, taking 20 in a counter. And we'll just wait there, because that's what we do. Alcade's up. Go ahead, have her use an item. Let's throw a potion Sandro's way. Get some job points the cheap and easy way there. 21 experience as well. Move her around the side here, so that Sandro is now the flank of the party. Mimiru is up and has a clear shot at the backside of the offending Chocobo. That's going to deal 24 more damage and taking another 40 on a nasty counter strike. Going to just hold in place here. Let's take a look at Tsukasa's options. Instant summons, always a good thing. Go ahead, throw a Rama down. Gonna deal 57 there. Gonna deal 52 there. But I just noticed this particular square can hit that goblin as well. So what if instead of a Rama, we do a Shiva? Because we know ice damage is very nice against the gobs. Throw that down on the panel and just sort of chill there. This will at least give the Chocobo something to think about, and should put a hurting on the Goblin as well. Yeah, we've got a critical Chocobo and a critical Goblin that hit for well over 150 damage. Now you're going to see the Chocobo team up and do some Choco curing, which is Choco annoying. We were so close out of this battle. On the bright side, they've retreated out of our spot. Go ahead and throw some righteous voltage down. Some voltage, if you will. But first, we're going to move back into battery position, because we gots to have our endless mana battery. Let's try some ice. Ice is nice, and we can actually reach the goblin. That's going to deal 96 damage and kill it despite the Choco cure. And it'll even hit the Chocobo behind it. Instant, right away, scatter your chilly sharp blades ice. So completely ignoring the Chocobo parked next to Mistral. Going for the old twofer there. Now Soul, our remaining goblin. And Sandro's up, and it's time to Endless Mana Battery once more. Get those casters all primed and ready to cast again. Let's see here. Mimiru, 61 out of 101. Yeah, it's worth the gamble. We'll slide back here, let her take over the flank position, and hack away at the old Chocobo for 24. No counter coming, that's what we were hoping for. Now here comes Tsukasa. Hit summon magic. Now we can hit that Rama. If we moved out of position, we could potentially hit both, but I don't think it has the range to do it at any rate. Well, maybe. Let's test this out here. Could just do it if I hit dead center. I don't think it's worth moving and losing the endless SP. Sorry, MP. See, now I'm doing the dot hack thing. I'm calling them skill points here. I'll call them mana 30 times over when I go to do the Weekend Warrior. Either way, let's execute a Rama on this Chocobo and just kind of wait around and see what happens. First thing that's going to happen is our remaining protects wear off. Then Rama's going to pop up. No incantation, but there you see him, beardy little lightning man. Dropping 52 damage on the Chocobo. Before it gets a chance to run away, Alkaid comes up and says, hey, we're not going to chain these Choco Cures easy for you. Gonna slide over, going to attack. Hits for 16, no darkness included, and 21 damage to Alkaid. This could get a touch dicey. Gonna turn with her back to the rock there. Gives up her sides, but it means there's no guaranteed hit from behind. Question is, can she survive both of these attacks? Short answer, no. She goes down like a sack of potatoes. Which means that Mistral's goal is real simple here. We're going to go for a raise 2. 82% from back from the dead to full health. Do we have a guarantee on raise 1? That's about the only reason I would do it. It's 92%. 92% at half health, and it's an instant. You know what? The hell with it. Let's go with it. 92% sounds good to me. Raise her on up. Will it succeed? There it is. Successful resurrection. 28 more job points. Sandro's up. Keeping that mana battery going. Remember when we were just getting all the gil from Gil Game Heart? They were simpler times. Tsukasa up. Not enough for a summon. More than enough for a Moogle, though. Moogle's the way we want to go, and we're actually going to drop it on the square this Chocobo is sitting on, because that hits most all of the party nicely. Ironically leaves Tsukasa out, but since it's a summon, it leaves the Chocobo out as well. Have Mimiru attack. Takes the Chocobo down to 1 and levels Mimiru up to 4. Chocobo's up, and it's going to Choco Cure, making sure that Alkaid and Mimiru are as topped off as they potentially could be. And now it's just going to stand there because it's trapped. I should feel bad. I don't feel bad. We could throw a bolt out. I don't see that helping. Really, we're in sort of a tricky spot with Mistral here. Actually going to do something kind of foolish, and we're just going to go ahead and punch at this Chocobo we've trapped in here. Actually hoping for this counter, but it didn't trigger Gil Game Heart, because apparently Gil Game Heart only works on physical attacks and not counters. Now the Chocobo is going to come from behind and take a shot at Mistral. That also didn't trigger Gil Game Heart, so that just sucks. Because that was 50 damage, and 50 damage hurts. I don't think I have to state that too loudly. Let's do 16 more damage to this Chocobo. Now it's back in critical health with no hope of escape, because the party's just sort of hanging out here. Soul the Goblin will finally enter the battle. Tackle Alkaid for 21 damage. Now Sandaro's up. Time to Chakra once again. Keeping everyone rolling and getting that job level up. Tsukasa. Seems like a good time to Shiva again. Shiva's not going to hit Alkaid at all, but it should finish off... Well, I don't know if it'll finish off Soul the Goblin at 144, but it should do quite a bit of damage and finish off the trapped Chocobo. So that's what we're going to do. Quick Shiva here. Cannot state enough how much I love the summon spells. Yet Goblin's in critical shape, and the first Chocobo is not but a feather. Brings Mistral back up with a fairly quick Bolt response. That should be more than enough to finish off Chocobo 2. But just in case, let's move her all the way over here, where she's safe from just about everything. Mimiru's now up. Has a convenient line directly to a wounded goblin. Hack away for 24 of the final 12 damage needed to kill it and get a job level up there. And now here comes the Bolt as the finish. Love it when a plan comes together. Mistral drops the final Chocobo right in front of Tsukasa. That's Wave Master teamwork for you. Get our congrats, get our 8,400 gil, or gold pieces if you so choose, because I'm fine with either and we'll say both intermittently. It's money, okay? Get back to the world screen, check out the formations, and see what we've learned. Tsukasa, he had to have got some points. Yeah, he got 220. We could go ahead and pick up Titan. And I do believe we're going to pick up Titan. Or should we save for some of the heavies? Summon monster shares a part of allies' damage, evades physical weapon damage. That's kind of neat. Should we save up for Bahamut? I feel like we could, but it's going to be draining. Now let's just do them in line. As we get them, we get them. Titan it is. Not too much else we want to learn here at the moment. Kite didn't participate. Mistral at the dish. Mistral got some decent priest XP. But she's also learned most of the decent XP spells. Got to get into the heavier cures, into re-raise, regen, stuff like that. How about Sanjuro? Well, he's still working his way towards Light Grasp, so no point in even checking there. Alkaid, however, unlocked Archer. There we go. Got our gain job points up. We're not even going to mess around with the charges. We're going to put Alkaid in Archer so we could advance our way to Ninja. And the thing we're after in Archer for Alkaid is speed save. Every time she gets hit, she moves faster. That sounds like a dynamite good call for her. Throw her in Archer. Equip to the maximum, which probably isn't high. Oh, yeah, still got the bowgun. That's cool. Yeah, let's go ahead and keep that set. Gain job points up. And now we're moving to Mimiru. Can learn maybe one of the night things. But we're going after Equip Sword and then changing her to Monk. So we'll have to wait on that. In the meantime, let's go ahead and do a quick save so we don't lose all of that in the event that I completely crash and burn here. Burn is a fitting description because it's like 4,000 degrees outside, give or take 5. Let's head to the Thieves' Fort and throw our main group back in. Probably -1 because it's a story battle and they'll want that spot for pro tag. And let's take care of this story battle. Yeah, here we have a team of 4 heading in. Who do we want on our 4? I mean, you gotta take pro tag, right? Can we sub out pro tag? Nope, cannot delete the leader pro tag from this battle. Okay. Well, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're taking Kite because we didn't have Kite last time. We're taking Sanjuro, and I think we're taking Mistral. Yeah. I think that's our squad. Protag, Sanjuro, Kite, and Mistral. Got guaranteed damage, got a mini endless mana battery, if so we choose. Got amped up damage and white magic, and you got Protag accumulating and bashing hating. That was a terrible rhyme. Be sure to focus in on that part and tell me how lame it was. Rainy day here at the fort. Got a couple intel officers we're talking with. Got Maluda of the Death Corps saying communication with the main unit's been cut off. It's over. Death Corps priest says, no way, it's not over yet. Other priest says, I agree. It continues until the nobles apologize to us. Yeah, don't think that's coming. Maluda says, my brother, ... His views are too optimistic. Always the monotone voice of reason. Here comes a Death Corps guard, which is just a thief to everyone else, shouting, enemy attack! Because we're the enemy and we're attacking. So they've got 3 thieves, 2 priests, and Maluda, I'm assuming, is some type of swords person. Alga says, Protag helped me save the Marquis, and by that we mean we did the whole damn thing. Alga says, I'll stay on till the end. Oh joy. We also get Deleta and Algus for this. I may have forgot that because I probably didn't care. This is a condition for winning where we don't have to kill everyone, we just have to defeat Maluda. So Tsukasa would have been a real nice, easy sort of mode on this. We could have just used him and that would have been that. Well, let's go ahead and execute that accumulate, get Protag going, instant job level up right away. Move him over this way. We're going to spread out a bit because I'm not sure if the priests have black magic on them. We do know our priest has black magic on her, and we're just going to have her chill there for now. Deleta is going to charge forward like a dink and throw a rock at a priest for 12 damage. Ouch. That's a solid shot. Corner had to have hit the old noggin. Algus is going to stand back because that's a really deep water puddle and he doesn't want his fancy shoes getting wet. Maluda comes out to the doorway but doesn't want to step in front of her guard because that's what a good meat shield does. Stands there and is a meaty shield. Here comes Strawberry Priest Forever. Just sort of completing the line. There was something in the air that night. The stars were bright. Fernando the Thief comes up and attacks Deleta with a knife. If you actually recognize that song, +5 to you and -5 for me referencing it. Here comes Ingram the Thief, who's going to throw a rock back at Deleta. Because we got an old stone throwing battle going here, folks. That was a lot of talking. I now need to breathe. Whitman the Thief comes around the side. We sort of forgot he was a person. In all fairness, we didn't really know he was a person. He didn't come out and tell us he was there. Don't know if we'll be able to hit from the water here. Let's give it a shot, huh? Sandro walks into the water. Let's go for the old attack. 36 damage. It's a good hit. Kite's now up. Charge +3. Okay, a little out of range. We've apparently got to move a little first. First off, let me see where we got to move to. So if we move up 2 squares, then the thief will be in range. Okay. Move to there, and that should give us a clean shot at him, and really a clean shot is all we need. 33 of 38 damage on the charge. We'll take that. Cornelia the priest does in fact have black magic and is in fact casting bolt, and it's going to hit all 4 of us because I was a derp and moved into the crosshairs. There's the charge +3 doing almost enough damage to end this. Here comes Mistral. I'm going to throw a little white magic out there. Let's do a little Cure 2. Make sure that our party is all covered, and just to make sure nobody sneaks into that little middle square, we're just going to move her right into the center of the old crosshair there. Get curing from above with a graphic that rises from the ground. All the hit points are back for us. They still have a thief in critical. And that's why you don't mess with our crew. While the main battle's going on, we will sneak protag behind enemy lines here, already outmaneuvering the guards. Hit for a quality 45 there. Algus is up, and Algus is going to take the cheap kill here. We're fine with that. Makes him our front of our main heading. Maluda moves right beside him and decides to smack him on the head with her shiny, shiny sword. Don't blame her for that. Now here comes Strawberry Priest and all of her friends. Gonna attempt a raise here. Not a bad call in the least. Whitman hits Algus. Knocks him into critical. Algus counters for 10. Here comes the raise spell. Will it be successful? You bet! Look at that. Successful raise spell. Delete is up. Critical hit fells another one of the guards. Now Cornelia the priest is up. And she's going to take the quick kill on Algus. So cheap kills back and forth. Stones chucked back and forth. Fernando is running for his life. Getting to the outside of Kite. And probably not the best place to run away, if you're going to run away, is right beside an archer who can never miss. Let's go ahead and get that endless mana battery going, though. As we are in a fantastic position with Mistral. Just keep Sandro sort of parked there. Charge +3. Hey. I think we may actually want to move first. Because I don't know if that will hit right away or if we'll just fire into the ground. Yeah, we'll move right behind Delita to cover his backside and our own. Let's charge +3. 33 damage, guaranteed hit. We'll wait right there. Have Mistral charge up some bolt. It's going to deal 77 damage to Maluda. Just keep it focused on her. Wait in place. There goes Kite's charge, dropping that thief into critical condition. And there goes the bolt, waking Maluda up and letting her know you don't want to get too close to the mana battery. Protag's turn. Many things the Protag could do. One thing the Protag will do is walk his way over here and try and take out this guard. Can we take out Nando? Yes, we can on a 60-point critical. Now they're down to 1 thief, 2 priests, and Maluda, who is very much a knight and very much hacking Sanjuro for 54 damage. Priests are retreating, looking to cast more rays, just using up that MP. Whitman's gonna try stealing Delita's hat and is gonna miss. Thievery at its finest. Sanjuro just shrugging off the 54, not even gonna fight back on this one. Let's just go ahead and get 40 of that back on the chakra, more importantly keeping Mistral's MP full. And getting job points for it the whole time. Pretty cushy gig, the old mentor there. A little more black magic from Mistral. That's got a charge time of 5, and I'm not sure how that's gonna work out for us. Don't think we're going to catch the priest. Probably catch Maluda. Most definitely catch that dude if we so chose. Should we be nice and res Algus instead? It's going to take the same amount of time anyway. We've got an 87% chance to bring Algus back from the dead to full health. Let's go for it. Why not? Delita is now up. Gonna move around to Whitman's side. 24 damage there. Now it's time for Cornelia the priest. Sort of evaluating options. Whole lot of things to do. Most of them are not good. Casting a little black magic from what we could see. Let's see if we can maybe stop that dead in its tracks. Go for an attack here. That's 33 finery damage. Move ourselves up to this raised square here, which is where you really want an archer position. Now it's time for Strawberry Priest to try her raise attempt. That one succeeds as well. Now here comes a bolt, and it's going to go right across us. Protag is guarded from the bolt. We'll pick up a little bit of cash here, though. 30 gil from Gil Gameheart. Protag says, look, enough. I remember what we're doing here. Let's go after Maluda. So you have main character versus NPC of note. Dealing 45 of the 46 damage necessary. Gets through the guard. She's down to 1. Now it's time to see if we could get that raise 2 on Algus. Big supercharged heal. Will it work? It will! Algus is back from the dead and in perfect health. Strangely enough, Mistral's the next one up. Kind of feel like a simple cure is in order here. Let's wait on the rest. Sanjuro's up. Says, maybe we won't wait. Maybe we'll just end this right here. 71% chance, but if it hits, it's game. It's guarded! Poor Sanjuro, the time he should have gone for the mana battery, and I was a touch overly aggressive. That one's on me, folks. Obviously, the only damn one playing. Mistral gets her cure off, and now Algus going for the cheap kill. Thank goodness Algus came back from the dead and gets all the zombie glory. Now everybody just sort of looking around, except for Fernando, who's taking the old dart nap. Protag says, lay down your swords, surrender, and we'll spare ya. Again, this is a battle we're not getting into heavy detail on, just sort of glossing over it. I'm gonna go through this game at some point. You know I will. It's more importantly to get the stuffs. We'll have a little cutscene here. Get to read the speech bubbles. Maluda says, kill us then. Protag doesn't understand all the hate. Algus goes super aggro. She's a loser who's lost sight of life. Algus is kind of a jerk here. Trying to get us into the dark side here real quick. Delita says, enough of that. Don't see why she's the enemy. Algus is like, gosh, she is. Delita with some great animation there. You saw the arms move multiple times, pointing out that she's not an animal. Scientific community would like to disagree with that, but you get the point. Algus says, "Are you betraying us? You too?" Because clearly asking for some sort of human thought is tantamount to treason in this situation. Now Maluda gets up, holding her right arm. Apparently Algus hit her kind of hard there. Kind of despises us for the sympathy. And now she hobbles off. Plenty of time for Algus to kill her if he really wanted. Instead, he's just going to continue being kind of a D-bag. Protag is left questioning things. Delete is shaking his head. Algus is upset. My goodness. What an absolute jerk. Trying to save the profanity for down the road, because I know I'll need it for an upload sometime in the near future here. Meanwhile, at the other cutscene, Egros, capital of Gallion, at the Beolve Castle, home of Mr. Belvedere. Tata says, "Let go." Oh no. Delita's sister's getting kidnapped from our castle. There's Golagros saying, "Hurry up." While riding a chocobo, you got two sort of fallen knights there. And there's Alma. There's Protag's sister. This is bad news. Ouch, let go of my hand. Brother, here comes Zalbag, king of the Chinbeards there. Golagros says, "Damn, that's it." He runs away. So they got Tata. Alma's saved. Zalbag's got a very, very pointy goatee there. Alma's okay. Tata isn't. We already got that. She's already off screen. Everybody knows Alma. And here comes old Daisadark. Apparently isn't doing much of anything but bleeding and hobbling. Says he's alright, because most people are doubled over in pain when they're alright. Asks about Alma, who's right next to him, clearly in peak health. Says, "I never thought they'd come here. They're after me." Yes, they took Tata and tried to take Alma because they're after you. My goodness. The ego on some people. Alma asks Daisadark not to talk anymore. He clearly listened to that for all of until we hit the circle button. And now he asks if Daisadark's alright. The Beolve family, not known for their reasoning. When somebody collapses after being doubled over in pain, it's safe to say, not alright. Also want to point out that the crest on the castle is green, but we're clearly being shown the death core in green here. Doesn't really bug me all that much, just wanted to point it out. Are we going to cutscene 3 here? Thank goodness no. Thieves' Fort is just a point of interest here. I know I said we were going to do the shops. I'll do that off camera because this has gone on long enough. Let's check the formation to see if we learned anything of interest. Nothing of interest to learn for Protag at this point, till I get bored one day and I start fiddling around with it at 1 in the morning. Archer class, we got charge +4 available, and you know, honestly, I don't know. I want to wait the extra 100 for equipped crossbow, because ninja with 2 crossbows sounds fun. Mistral, always getting that priest XP. We're happy for the priest XP. Unfortunately, regen's probably the least exciting spell option out there. So I'm going to wait on that too. Samurai's really picking up steam. Once we hit level 4 Samurai with Sanjuro, we really started picking up those job points, and Blade Grasp just 81 points out of our reach. So next battle, more than likely, we'll get it. And yeah, couldn't care less about Delita or Algus. So that's going to in fact do it. 2 pretty lackluster battles there, but we got through them. We did what we could and lived to tell the tale. You all take care, and we will see you around.